We're back.
We are back.
We are
Happy
back.
freaking New Year. Happy
Happy New
January the
Year.
4th. Happy January 4th.
You know, people want to celebrate when New Year start, when the Times Square ball drop. No, the year don't start until Wrestle Kingdom. January 4th, every year, kicks the year off. Every year. And that's
And
what I feel like. That's when my year starts.
Wrestle Kingdom 17.
Let's go
Yo,
into the intro. So much to talk about.
This is everything else. Yeah, this is everything else. Yeah.
Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
oh
Shoot.
well. It's
Oh
time.
well.
It's
Well, that
time.
was a short. That was a short-lived show. What a comeback that was! But welcome to everything else. I. I was like, oh shit, they really shooting over there. I am Marcus the Grand Finale, joined by not one, not two, but all three faces of Jamal. Count them as you go. We go along. Jamal, how you doing? Happy New Year! Excited to do this show today.
Happy New Year to everyone that's watching the Sharpshooters Network this morning, this afternoon, whatever time that you're watching. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, Marcus. Happy New Year, Manny. Whoever's out there. Happy New Year, Eric. Happy New Year, the Big Ross man. Happy New Year, everyone. The mid card mess.
Car
Everybody.
mess. Let's go. Let's
Everybody.
tag everybody in the next call like Manny would do, and say Happy New Year under each and every one of them.
Oh man.
But we are back, and there's no way to better come back after Wrestle Kingdom. Like, this is the perfect day to come back because, believe it or not, as soon as Wrestle Kingdom happens, the wrestling year technically begins. Because you figure out like what free agents are going anywhere, who's this, what's going on. It sets up for the Royal Rumble nicely somehow. I don't know how, but it does. It gives you that momentum. Like, I can't wait for the next big wrestling show. Like, I am fired up after falling asleep in the middle of the night, only to wake up and watch it again. I'm fired up.
I actually caught the whole thing live, and I did respect what Pro Wrestling Noah tried to do, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
No. In their defense, I guess we can touch on this a little later. Shinsuke and Muda, man, they had a hell of a match. I enjoyed the hell out of that match. It's not your typical, it's not high flying or super athletic, but it was just well put together. It was just really smart. The finish I thought was one of the best finishes I've seen in a long time. Just like out of nowhere, where he just kissed that dude and was like, "What the fuck?" And then he like takes the mist because he's been getting sprayed mist in his face the entire match. Just like tremendous storytelling. But I guess we can touch on that later. Cause today we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, the elephant that's been going around for months now. What's going to happen to this person? What is he going to do next? Maybe we're going to do this. Sasha Banks has finally reemerged, now known as Mercedes Mone. Oh, she has reemerged and she will be returning to the ring probably sooner than February, but February she'll be fighting for the IWGP Women's title against Kairi Sane. Jamal, how did you feel about Sasha's big return? And we'll cover the rest later.
All right, so look, peep this out. When when she did come out, I did pop, even though knowing that Mercedes Monet is coming, even though knowing that she was gonna be there, I still popped. And that pop lasts for like 2 seconds because then she came out looking like Shark Tale and shit. I don't know what the hell she got in her hair. It was supposed to be flames. It was supposed to be flames. It did show like the flames and stuff like that. Then it's like she was trying to do a Zelina Vega type thing, a Queen of the Dam type thing, and then she took that shit off, and then she looking like that singer from Shark Tale. So it was just like it threw me off. Then look, bro, you getting paid all this big bucks. You're getting paid the big money matches. You're getting set up to be, this is your moment. And what do? Squash is gonna squash. She
Damn
bought
it, Sasha.
she She botches the DDT.
The spinning, flippity,
What did you
curling
botch
DDT.
DDT?
You had one spot to do, Sasha. One spot to do. I actually dug the look, the hair. I thought the flaming hair kind of design was really cool. I don't know without the robe and everything else. I feel like she was doing a Selena Vega cosplay more than what you call her. It felt very Selena or Zelina.
Like Zelina Vega, Queen of the Damned. Like, Zelina Vega does that because of one of her favorite artists was Aaliyah, and then she has mixing and matching with like the Akatsuki setup and stuff like that. So like Akatsuki from Naruto and stuff. But Sasha Banks is in that same realm of like thought process, except it didn't go well. It didn't work. It didn't work for me. I don't know about anybody else. It didn't work for me. But that is overshadowed because the fact that she was in the New Japan ring just mind blowing.
Hold on. I'm hearing the blessed message from the Lord himself. The Lord is giving me a message. Ding! Lord Betty Hayes. It's the recipe she went with Mone. I don't know what Sasha's motor. LOL, which Thirst Trapper Jones would say. He would. Also, he says Wrestle Kingdom was too long. He had lunch and dinner in that time. Manny, you should be happy that you get a pay-per-view. Now I know what you sit through when we do our watch-alongs for WWE events or Royal Rumble or something in the middle of the night. It's really tough. It's just tough.
I'm sorry. I've been through what Manny goes through because I go through it by watching Japanese shows anyway. So,
yeah. It's that live part.
Struggle is. This is not struggle to me.
I stay up for a living. That's the thing. I work graveyard shift every night. Every night. But you put some wrestling on in the middle of the night, like some New Japan, and something I'm enjoying. It don't even have to be wrestling. It can be a movie. I'm out like a light. It doesn't matter. I could be up all night. I was once up for like 38 hours straight. It was work, and then I did some thing. Just up, and I had some stuff to do. Did it. All of it. Didn't fall asleep once. Watching a wrestling show, well rested, real quick. Real quick. Like, what's this? Let me go. Let's see what I have in my... What you got? It's like, what the hell? But I guess it's... I guess the Lord had more to say. I don't know.
It's bosh time. I can see
I honestly see him doing that. And the current Michael Cole, who apparently watches everything, who references everything, his ass was up watching Wrestle Kingdom. And I'm like, going, it's bust time. I honestly, if I was Michael Cole, would have got on Facebook Live and just waited for that moment just to yell, it's boss time. Just because that's his job.
That would have been good marketing on Michael Cole's part if he did that. If he was to do that.
But that did happen. I expect Sasha or Mercedes to show up on Dynamite or be announced on Dynamite tonight to be Paige's partner. I expect that to happen. Yeah, because anything else is like, what? Like if it's Thunder Rosa, I don't want that shit.
No. Remember, Trinity is still out there in the Weems of things. So it could be like a double fucking kind of thing where you planting seeds for like Trinity being in Japan or Sasha being in AEW without fucking Sasha even showing up because she's preparing for the big money match with Kyrie for the IWGP Women's Championship. So people like we're saying Sasha, we're saying Mercedes, we're not thinking about Trinity at all, and it could be quite possibly. I mean, she has ties with Paige. They were
Total
all
Divas. You already stop me now.
You know what I'm saying? They were on Total Divas. We know. I watched that shit.
But the quote, Diddy, I don't think Trinity, he ain't going nowhere. She kind of got a good thing in WWE with the Usos and all the power that family has over there.
The good thing that she has in WWE is that she's the wife of somebody in the bloodline, okay? That's what the good thing is right now. That is, we the fucking ones.
We the ones. Why would I leave that? Why would I leave if I'm one of the ones? I would feel like the tribal chief is putting food on my table. Why would I take that away and just go venture off somewhere else?
It's not taken away. It's encompassing. She's got her own thing, and then the tribal chief is providing. So, feel me?
Yep.
Not taken away.
Yeah. So we have all of that going on, and we can move on to the other stuff that's happening in the night. And I'm going to just kind of gloss over this because I thought it was a really good match. It was the main event. I'm just going over the main event real quick. Okada, Jay White. Okada finally beats Jay White after his bum ass record against them. And wins the IWGP.
It's 5-2, so on that one, like, you know. But again, it's just one of those things. It's like Okada wins, LOL. This is what it's becoming. It's literally,
yeah. It's literally Hogan and the night in the '80s for WrestleMania. At this point, like
John Cena 2006, like
Roman in the 2015, the 2000. Oh no, Roman I think was batting 500. He has that LeBron made in the WrestleMania main event. Like he'll win like half of them. Like I think he beat the Undertaker. He lost to Brock. I think he beat Brock once. I think he's about like 500 in his main events at WrestleManias. Although he does have the last victory against Edge and Bryan.
He's won at WrestleMania more than he's lost. Like
probably.
The only significant loss that I've seen that he had was Seth Rollins cashing in on fucking him at WrestleMania. Like, you know.
Yeah. He has that one, and you know, whatever. I just think Wrestle Kingdom should change it up every now and then. Like it did seem repetitive when he did win. I was rooting for Okada though. I was like he's gonna win. I never thought Jay White was going to win. Like
that's where we differ. I thought full-heartedly like Jay White's about to solidify this shit. He's about to end this one time for the one time and be done with it. But nope, Okada is gonna Okada. So
not in the whole Inoki tribute show. I don't think they're gonna have a Gaijin win the title in that aspect. I think Okada was gonna do that. That's why I was feeling. I was like, he's gonna win, and that's why I think I had more interest in the match that started before that. I was like, you can't follow this. Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega for the United States Championship match. Only in wrestling where you can fight a match in Japan, in the Japan promotion, with a Canadian and a guy that's British for the United States title. But that's a different story. And it means so much. This match lived up to all expectations. And
it surpassed
probably did. Yeah. Just the storytelling, the physicality, athleticism. Like, it was Kenny of old, dare I say? Because, like, I feel like we haven't really... And Kenny's had a bunch of matches, and they've been good on AEW, but I don't think he's went to that level of, like, this is the great Kenny Omega that we had before, the cleaner.
I think in New Japan, Kenny turns it up a notch because he's allowed to turn it up a notch because America is monetized. You know, they have to monetize things on television and whatnot.
Do you think Tony actually cares? I don't think Tony stops him.
I think Tony cares because, you know, the cocaine that he's been on is just fucking slurring his brain. But when it pertains to Omega and Ospreay, like especially this match, this one in particular, Jesus Christ, their fucking necks, their fucking backs, their fucking faces, like. You know, there was a spot where freaking Ospreay had Kenny, and he had him like fucking upside down in the thing, and he kicked him, and he kept trying to block it, but he kept kicking him in the face. The turnbuckle is exposed, so he not only kicks him in the face, but he gets hit with the turnbuckle at the end. Like, what is happening?
Or, well, here's some of my favorite spots. One, I guess it was a snap. It became a regular German suplex, but he throws them up after being on the top rope, and then they fall back, and I go, what the hell? That was insane.
Yeah, that's Kenny's regular, like, you know, like he'll toss you up and hit you, but he did it from like the top rope, which
the top rope
elevation, extra droppage. He was already busted open. The fact that he busted him open and did what he did when he suplexed him, or I don't know what he was trying to. No, he brain busted him on the fucking exposed turnbuckle, and he slipped to the outside. I saw a lot of blood. I thought that match was over right there.
Yeah, I enjoyed even the sub-story about this, of which the match probably should have been stopped, but Red Shoes would not stop it due to what Ospreay was doing the show me Umino, and he had to stop the match real quick. He's like, oh, it's kind of revenge, because Ospreay should have been. He was unconscious. He's getting his face slammed through a table, and then punched unprotectedly in the face the entire time, and like no stoppage.
The entire United Empire came over there when, like, you know, he was on the ground bleeding his eyes out, and they were just trying to rally him to get up and stuff like that. And then Kenny was like, nope, don't stop this match. Keep counting or do what you got to do, and this and the third. And then he brought him back in the ring, and, you know, he even did his freaking Terminator flip. So,
yeah. I mean, like, Kenny was on one, like, it was really like, like, it was one of those things where it was like, just someone reminding you how good they are. Like, it was like, I was like, when this match was happening, and I was like, and you know, they had their press conference, and Ospreay's cutting that promo, like, oh, I'm gonna snatch the fucking torch and all that. He's doing all that, and I was like, yeah, Kenny, you ain't on that level. That was how I was feeling when he was saying it, like, hell yeah. And then you see this match, and you go like, fuck, Kenny is just a monster out there. Just like, where is this kid? Fuck these 6-man tags he's having. Let's get Skinny back in the singles and fight for that heavyweight title again in AEW. He pulled out the victory though. What do you think that means for this title?
Yo, all I'm gonna say is this: is like, whoever's facing Kenny Omega in New Japan in a New Japan ring, they have to be on their tip-top A game every time, because that's all you're gonna get from this man in Japan. And the fact that he's a gaijin doing this, like, New Japan is really missing Kenny Omega, like, as a whole, the talent. Like, say what you want about the Young Bucks being the elite and this and the third, but Kenny Omega by himself, just, you know, the addition with Don Callis is just like a little sprinkle extra. Like, I was explaining to Genesis, I was like, if Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman is like the main thing, then Kenny Omega and Don Callis is what light would be. And that's putting it very lightly, because Kenny Omega is great talent type stuff. But, you know, we still the fucking ones out here. But, you know, we're not going to ever know.
Like, literally, it makes you wonder if, you know, the Bucks, Cody, you know, Tony and all that didn't get together and make AEW, what would we have gotten in New Japan from Kenny, basically? Like, it seems like it's like, this felt like we were missing years out of this. Like this has been taken from us as it's Kenny being the top guy of New Japan. It was supposed to be Kenny and Okada just year on and year out. And then, you know, you throw Jay White and other wrestlers in there, and Ospreay and Naito and all that. You throw all that in there. I feel like we just missed, like, this would have been it's the Attitude Era without Stone Cold, basically. That's what happened to New Japan. Like, they lost Stone Cold at the height of it.
Well, I've been peeping and noticing that there is kind of sort of a changing of the guard that's going on in New Japan. Like, you know, there's a lot of these up and coming guys, the Shota Uminos, the Master Watos, Great Okan. Like, people forget that these guys was Young Lions not too long ago. Like 2 or 3 years ago, these were the Young Lions that's in the ring with the black tights and the freaking, like, trying to be the next person, and here they are, you know, big time main event type matches, and they're delivering but not so much delivering, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not getting that buzz. That's what they're not getting. That's what Kenny and the Bucks had. They had all that. No, the Kenny and the Bucks had that juice of what's going on in Japan. Like, that was what they had. Like, you need to see what's going on here. When they had AJ, Kenny, the Bucks, you know, they had their full core for, you know, WWE and AEW and all this, basically the raid of what happened over there. You had to go like, what's going on in Japan? And then you see, like, God, hey, this is good. Oh, Nakamura, what the hell? Like, that's what this current group that's coming up. And, you know, you gotta give them time. They're still young. Like, Umino's still young. Master Wato, still young. You know,
is running the UK right now. He's doing great things in the UK. He's the Pro British Heavyweight Champion. I mean, fuck, he's undefeated over there.
Yeah, it's just, you know, they're in their revamp mode, similar to, I think, a lot of people have find that next big draw. Like, right now, the big guy in the company, in all companies right now, are your Romans, your Codys, I guess Sasha is considered their biggest star because she's apparently the highest paid. Your Jerichos and whatnot, your Moxleys. You know, you have all these guys who are at the top, but, New Japan right now currently has this core right now that they're building up that will be probably the face of the industry for the next like 10 years. But what they all got to do is generate that buzz. Like, just get people talking about, like, oh, damn. Not just, oh, Kenny Omega's at Wrestle Kingdom? I need to check that out. Nah, you need to be like, show me Umino versus Will Ospreay? Oh, I got to see that shit.
I mean, we did, and Ospreay handled his business.
Yeah. I mean, later down the line. This is early days.
Yo, all I'm going to say is this. Master Wato should have won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. He was fucking around. He needed to stop fucking around. And, oh my God, man. Yeah. There was like 5 different times that he should have won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
I was like, oh, he is finished here? Okay. Oh, he is finished here? Up, pull the leg out. Up, cool that. Up. There goes
very unique and interesting finisher because it's like almost a crucifix, right? Like
it is a crucifix, but it's
he like
really cute.
Tosses you up and then slams you on it, and so it's less like
it's a glorified crucifix. It has style and pizzazz. Can I say the rest of his moves don't look as good as this one? Like this is the one move from Master Wato. I go like, damn, that's a sick ass move. And like I see that one, but I'm hoping, and this is terrible at my point. I need a wrestler to steal that move from him, a better wrestler, and take it and be like, damn, yeah, not that I'm saying anything bad about Kenta. Kenta's a great wrestler and all that, but we need someone to CM Punk to go to sleep and still go like that. And Kenta's a 10 times better wrestler than that. It's just like.
It's just like AJ Styles using a Hiroki Goto's move every night on fucking Monday nights and stuff like that. Speaking of WWE, yo, Carl Anderson and Tama Tonga had a banger.
They had a good match. They had a really good match. Told a really good story. I enjoyed the false finishes at the end with all the gun stuns. Because it was just like they sold the shit out of that.
The fact of the matter is that Carl Anderson came out in WWE gear on the Noki night and thought he was gonna do something.
He came on the OC gear. I went, this motherfucker here.
I was like, this nigga is wildin'.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't bring Finn with him.
WWE gear.
I know they're feuding and all that. I wish, I don't know if there were plans, but I wish AJ could have made it, but he's injured. But I don't know if AJ could have came with him or, some of these other WWE guys, whether it's, Judgment Day or OC. It'd been fun.
Thing to see, like, the OC come out and then freaking
I wouldn't mind Judgment Day. I wouldn't mind Finn coming out with Judgment Day just watching. He doesn't have to interfere because they're in the rival factions. He can just be there, just be looking on,
looking at Carl, be like, yeah, I created this shit.
Looking at both of them, like, look at this shit.
But see, this goes back to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom, which was Jay White and Okada. What is next for everyone now? What is next?
Yeah, so that creates a good point. We have Wrestle Kingdom Night 2 coming up, and then we have the what's the next one that Sasha's fighting in February? Huh? New Year Dash is tonight.
And then fucking they got Wrestle Kingdom coming up, and then there's gonna be the Battle in the Valley in San Jose.
Yeah. And so we have that match between Sasha and Kairi. That seems to be set in stones. Shingo and Okada are probably going to be for the at Wrestle Kingdom, the Night 2, I guess, or whatever, the second one. I don't know what they're actually calling it.
As big as a fan as I am of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Shingo Takagi is probably the dullest of the characters.
No. Or maybe a character-wise. I think he's the best wrestler.
I didn't say wrestling-wise. I said the dullest of characters. Even Bushi is more interesting than fucking the dragon.
I give you that. Because he's just a dragon. That's all he is. He just wears the dragon mask. He actually doesn't do anything. But he goes out there and releases bangers. I forgive him for his matches, to be honest.
Yes. But, you have LOL Okada wins versus the dragon Shingo Takagi. I've seen this match 8 billion times already, and it's gonna be good. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be bad, but I need somebody, either Okada or Shingo, to make a story out of this, a legitimate story, not just a story of I want the belt and that's it. Like, no, make something happen, like do something.
Because if I'm
Close.
correct, the story still is to me the main story right now. I know Shingo came out there and all that. It's Osprey eventually beating Okada. That's my main story right now. Is that going to happen? Because that we're far away from that, but we don't even know the future of Osprey now
Still
that he
needs
lost
it.
the U.S. title.
Still needs it. Yeah, he still needs that win, that definitive win over Okada, because Okada had beat him last year at Wrestle Kingdom, if I'm not mistaken. That could be.
Yeah,
It could be like a year or a couple years ago that he got to get that lick back at Wrestle Kingdom for something.
yeah.
So
It has to be a lot, not G1 match. That's fine or whatever. It has to be Wrestle Kingdom, probably a main event of some kind, and just get that win back. But then Osprey also has that story with Kenny, where he's trying to pass Kenny. So it seems like everything revolves around what Osprey's gonna do next, or his future at the company and all
it's
that.
the United Empire is looking like, remember when it was just Okan and it was just Jeff Cobb, and
Hmm.
I was just like, United Empire is gonna be taken over. Well, my words falling into fruition right now. As you see with Catch 22, you see the Aussie Open doing their thing out in New Japan Strong. Like, it's just they're trying to take over, man. Great O'Con is now the fucking Rep Pro British Heavyweight Champion. So, like, it's coming into
Could
fruition.
happen. Many have suggested we should we got pubs and we should did a watch along. I probably wouldn't end up staying awake if I'm talking, but once I'm in a room in the dark by myself, going like, I'll try to stay up to the morning.
Manny,
Although my neighbors would complain.
I was thinking that the whole time I'm up, I was just like, I wonder if, like, the next time that we could do the watch along for Wrestle Kingdom and stuff like that, because I know I'm up at least, but I don't know if anybody else would have been up at that time aside from you, Manny, because it's a different time zone and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you know,
Nah, I was up.
I didn't even know Manny was watching until I seen like some comments that he posted on the Midcard Mess page. I was like, oh, he's up.
Manny is up. Manny is there. It's not true, Manny. I fell asleep during Wrestle Kingdom and I hated it. I hated it. I was like, oh man, what the hell? What the hell? Also, Manny believes we're getting Kenny and Will at Forbidden Door too. Could be. They have a nice story going on for the previous Forbidden Door with the six man and this. We just gotta get past this trio stick era with Kenny. That's all I want. And I don't mind it. Just get past it.
This is the thing. This is the thing, right? Osprey just lost. Kenny just won. Does the United Empire screw the Elite out of these belts or not? Story building, man. Does the United Empire screw the Elite out of these belts and then cause this fuss and rush? So
that would be nice. Like, just because it is a ladder match. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend. Apparently, work got in the way of that shit.
That gives Bucks leeway to go to Japan, whether it be actual Japan or they can go to California where they're from and go to New Japan Strong, face a couple of the United Empire, keep going back and forth, Aussie Open here, Okan and freaking Cobb here. You could do a trios with like Hanare, like you don't get the big boss yet. You don't get Osprey yet. You got to fight through all of us to. We saw what you did to our boy, and we want revenge.
Yeah.
And then the third, so like they could build that up and stuff like that.
I tell you what, I don't want to see though. I don't want to see it. And Tony Khan, I know you're not watching. We ain't got like 3 people that watch this channel anyway, unless they're short. But I don't give a damn. Tony, I don't want to see Kenny Omega defending the U.S. title every week. Because I know those matches ain't going to mean shit. I know they ain't going to mean shit. I don't want that John Moxley run of just defending random titles. Like, I'm going to get good matches, but I don't want to see random U.S. title matches. We're going like, oh, it's Kenny Omega versus Lance Archer for the title. Lance Archer ain't winning that shit. And I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
it's all the time.
He has to not fall into that that trap of, oh well, I have another company's title. Let me
yeah.
Because
it's already enough titles.
It's giving me WCW vibes now. AEW is, and I'm just like, I like the matches, but I don't know what direction it's going. It's super all over the place, and I don't know what to fucking make of it. The only reason why I know what the fuck is going on is because I watch you guys, every Thursday, explaining the shit. So,
and even us, even when we explain it, I feel like we're wrong. I think we're like in this Keith Lee Swerve storyline. I think I'm still missing points and what's going on there.
I mean, basically, Swerve gave Keith Lee the keys to the kingdom, and he couldn't fucking handle the mantle, so he kicked his ass out, and then got Rick Ross and these two big white niggas. So. That's basically the gist of it. There's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
The boss.
Wardlow lost his hair, which I'm always in support of anybody that loses a man bun anyway. But he lost that. Joe cut that. And I'm just going like, all right, Wardlow should be fighting for the belt.
You know what? There was something else that happened at Wrestle Kingdom that was interesting. Zack Sabre Jr. actually beats Ren Narita. I thought Ren Narita was going to win, but Zack Sabre Jr. beats Ren Narita, becomes the new Japan World Television Champion, and now he's in The Mighty Don't Kneel. He joined TMDK. Shane Haste and Mikey Nicholas came out, and then now
they celebrated. He's like, hey, look at this.
But look, there's history there that people don't know about. Back in Pro Wrestling Noah, when the Mighty Don't Kneel made their name, like they made their name in Pro Wrestling Noah. Zack Sabre Jr. was one of the first people that helped them. That Japanese English barrier, it was Zack Sabre Jr. that helped them out doing that.
Yeah. So. Shout out to Jonah for just leaving them dry, just to show.
Tough.
On the rise of that, we had a group.
Bronson Reed,
Yeah. Bronson Reed again. Sorry. He took that name back quick.
Funny if Bronson Reed wins the Royal Rumble and he's like, "Yeah, I want the Tribal Chief."
Well, what if he wins the Royal Rumble and say, "I want Okada"?
It'll be worth it then.
Yeah, but it ain't happening. That's Cody's Rumble to win. I see the vignettes.
Honestly,
see the Cody. If I were booking a Rumble, Sami Zayn's winning that Rumble.
Honestly, there's a plethora of people that could, number one, be in it, and number two, win it. There's so much storylines going on there. Okay. You have the Big E return. You have the Cody return. You have the Sammy Swerve. You have, Cena probably being in there just one last time. Break the record. Like, there's so much. There's unknowns. Jay White just lost. Does he come? Like.
That's my next question for you as we go through the people in the Rumble. Anybody on this Wrestle Kingdom show? Do you have anybody on this show? Anybody appearing in either Royal Rumble match this year? Men or women's?
So I think, I say Trinity might show up to AEW, but there's a Royal Rumble entrant for the women's side. Kyrie might show up for the women's side just for shits and giggles, and people know who she is already, so it's like not foreign. They did something similar with Mickie James. This is Mickie James' last rodeo, so I guess you can get her.
Every time everybody says it, it's her last rodeo.
No, you can get her in the match too, so you'll have like an Impact and the New Japan star in there. As opposed to the men's side, basically everybody that lost. So you got both Dax and Cash potentially showing up at the Rumble.
Potentially, but I think their contract's not up until April with the AEW. Their main.
That's fine, but they gotta pay them to do an appearance. Like, what I'm saying? It's an appearance. We know Dax or Uncle Dax ain't winning the Rumble. Cash ain't winning the Rumble.
Hey, the year Dax had last year, I don't know, man. Dax was on the road.
Uncle Dax ain't winning the Rumble, bro. But there's potential Big E return. Like I said, Jay White just lost, so that's a big name that's out there. Kenny Omega just won, and imagine the IWGP United States Champion on the fucking. Oh my god, I would lose my shit. There's a potential right there,
I just can't see that way. I can't see that way. I can't see that.
Though, like I said, remember Mickie James' last rodeo. So
yeah,
There's
Maybe.
Mickey James.
Also, Manny would like to thank everybody for watching the Mega Best of. I think he put Best Off. I don't know what he's trying to say, but it's Best of
Yeah, the
show.
best of.
That
I watched that whole
10
thing
and a half hour.
on New Year's. I did.
That's crazy. I was able to jump in every now and then to see the chat, which was fun.
No, I watched the whole thing in its entirety. So.
Manny describing our Dynamite reviews as, you know, when we review Dynamite on Thursday, like retro shows kind of miss out on a lot of stuff because we don't cover the Sunday Night Heat / the Rampage.
That's velocity, man.
Manny is attacking Booker T due to his comments last night about Big E ain't never coming back. Doing it. I don't know, but
and up for some fucking Harlem Heat versus New Day shit going on. WrestleMania.
And I gotta watch. Yeah, I have to watch it. If that happens, I gotta watch it. If Booker can, since the Rumble is in Texas or whatever, maybe they may put Booker in there. He got to get knocked out by Big E if Big E is in there.
Right.
That would be great storytelling. Or Woods and Coffee if he isn't healthy. But if they're setting up Harlem Heat for a comeback match against the New Day, I'm there for some reason. I'm on board. Even though Steve Ray is like 900 years old.
But see, here's another thing. Like, we're not thinking about, Booker T could be slowly turning into the MVP role, right? And he could take one of his Reality of Wrestling stars, a Mysterious Q or a Brian Keith or anybody, bring them to the E, introduce them in an NXT fashion or a main roster faction. It doesn't matter.
It would be nice. It'd be nice if he got a young talent. It makes the most sense. Like you said, if he brought a young talent into NXT to wrestle with him and say, "I'm going to challenge the New Day and we're going to whoop him or whatever," I'm down for that. But here's another possibility, just to make Manny mad again. I just want to roll into the ring.
All right. Look, peep this out. All right. As much I'm a fan of all this, but he ain't winning no damn Royal Rumble. Hey, he ain't winning no fucking Royal Rumble. Okay, big fan, but no, absolutely.
I can imagine the internet reaction to Nick Aldis winning the Royal Rumble. It's just like, I think it would just go silent. I don't even think no one would know what to say.
Be all together. He would cancel the Sharpshooters Network. He would cancel everything. He would not accept this. He wouldn't even watch WrestleMania, even though he knows that Aldis will not win. But the fact that he was there to begin with.
I could just see Manny in the Rumble watching. Whose music is this? I don't recognize his music. And it just goes Nick Aldis across the screen.
The national, you can hear Michael Cole, the national treasure, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
He was a gladiator on American Gladiators in the UK.
He is the husband of Mickey James. All this useless facts.
Yeah, that doesn't do wrestling. For the NWA title, right?
Former Impact World Champion.
Man, he's on the road putting people in timeout. He's put the final boss on timeout. The national treasure Nick Aldis is in the Rumble, you guys. Confirmed. But, if anybody were to show up in the Rumble who I would really react to and pop to that was on Wrestle Kingdom, I honestly feel like Ospreay would be the one that I just go like, holy shit. I think that'd be my biggest. Him or Okada would probably be the ones I go, holy shit. If Jay White was in there, I'd be like, I like Jay. Jay's cool. Jay's great. I think he'd be a great WWE wrestler. He's good on the microphone. He's go in the ring and whatnot. But I feel like, I just feel like it wouldn't be as big of an impact as those other guys.
Okay, so what if Great Muta does his last WWE match on fucking the Royal Rumble?
Well, he just enters the Rumble? That's his last hurrah? That'd be nice.
Last hurrah. I mean, like, we know he ain't winning, but just him being in it, just... do the whole fucking thing.
Spit in people's face. Just spit in people's face.
That's it. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Shinsuke would be there, so have Shinsuke in the ring, and then Great Muta comes and eliminates Shinsuke or fucking something of that nature.
Okay, so this might be a hot take, and this may be so you're gonna be like, Marcus, you're so wild shit. I enjoyed a lot of Wrestle Kingdom. There were some great matches. The junior titles, the Omega and Ospreay, obviously. The main event with Jay White. Oh, God, it was a lot of great stuff. But I want to say, in epic scale and storytelling and just the type of wrestling I want to see, I don't think they beat Muda and Nakamura on that show. Like, I feel like there were some great matches, but I just feel like the joy I had, maybe it's because I wasn't, early in the morning and I was watching these matches. And I got to watch, I was fully awake for the Noah matches. I watched it the day after or whenever, sometimes hours after it happened, but not live. But I remember seeing it and going like, this shit is the shit, and I don't know why. Like, they're not doing much, but I was so into it.
So that was going to be my question. Were you invested in the Noah show at all? Like, did you watch everything?
No.
The Noah show leading up to? Because if you was, then it kind of meant a little more. If you wasn't, if you were just there for Nakamura, then that Noah show was basically an introduction, your introduction or anyone's introduction to Pro Wrestling Noah, and they should take that promotion very seriously. I'm going to get to that in a second because there was an altercation that happened in the back between LIJ and the Congo, which is Pro Wrestling Noah's Bullet Club or whatever have you, or Chaos or whatever you want to call it. That's the equivalent of what Congo is to Pro Wrestling Noah. They're the big faction. If you were really invested in the Great Muta Shinsuke match, then the match before it with Keno and Miori, like, yo, that match was crazy too.
So when I was skipping ahead, there was so much. I was like, it's probably the main event. So I skipped and I get to the first main event and I go like, damn, this looks pretty good. And then I go, let me keep going.
Motherfuckers was killing each other and stuff like that. So
that's something I feel like I should go back and watch. I feel like I did that show disjustice of all I did was continue to scroll all the way to the end until the dude beating on the drums, and I'm going like, oh shit, it's on.
And then the fact that the entrance, the grandeur of it all, and then actually using the WWE theme, like, that was perfect. I was expecting the but no. Once I heard the violin, I knew it was over. I was like, oh, he's using WWE entrance. It's crazy.
Oh, he went full WWE entrance.
WWE entrance in Pro Wrestling Noah. That shit is crazy to me in 2023. What's going on? What's good?
What's going on? That's how you start the year. With you go, oh, this is a different time. We got Shinsuke Nakamura wrestling in Noah representing the WWE with his full entrance. Not only that, but that dressed up a bit. They got the violinist that normally plays them out, and then they added dude on drums. And you go like, oh, this is shit.
He's fucking drums, like, damn.
Yeah. It was an epic ass entrance, and I think that's what set the scale for me is that both of them had this like banger entrance, and it just felt like it was a happening. Like this, you needed to see these two guys collide one last time, and in this setting.
I like the fact that fucking Great Muta tore fucking Shinsuke's fucking thing.
Yeah.
Off, ripped it off.
Like, hey, we wearing this shit up for me, just, you come up here in your house show out of shape outfit. Give me this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
sprayed him like 3 times. 3 times in the face with the mist.
It was two. Yeah, they kept changing. I was like, this is cool. I don't know why. I was like, this is so cool. Like, it wasn't like your typical hype. It's one of those matches where I go back and I go like, yeah, did they move at like 100 miles per hour? Was it crazy? Was it anything like Kenny and Ospreay? No. It was more closer to Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6. Yeah.
But again, like,
but I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Even though going back to WrestleMania 6, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, they are not fucking flipping and doing all this other crazy shit. It was just spectacle versus spectacle, and that's what people want to fucking see. Spectacle versus spectacle. That's what WWE does best. But Pro Wrestling Noah did a damn good job at doing what spectacle versus spectacle. So.
Yeah. They gave you a show. They just said these two guys' star power is bigger than any move they can do. Like, you just go in there and they just carry. It looked like two megastars just about to collide. Godzilla versus King Kong or whatever. Like, that was like, oh, I'm paying to see it. Batman versus Superman. Whatever the case. Oh, I heard that's happening. Let me see what's going on here. Like, you just want to see it happen.
And the fact that they let Shinsuke go over, it just tells you the respect that they have for this man Shinsuke, because again, that's a WWE guy in the main event of a Noah show over the championship and winning. Like,
yeah,
the respect that it takes.
Yeah, I just thought it was just, like one of those beautiful. There was a guy crying at the end of it, and I can't understand why. Like, it was a beautiful match. Yes, it ended up being a man kissing a man. Yeah, a man kissing a man to get mist out of his mouth to spit it back in his face, which is so weird shit that Manny said should be below his own Pornhub. Well, Luchador said, yes, I am unloading that now. But you can't have that. But the emotion that they embrace each other, and the final entrance, and just Muda with the bye-bye on his mask, and just all of that, and Shinsuke talking about, you gotta be space man, that's my guy, and all that. Like, it just hit. Like, it was just like, this is a moment. This is a moment that should be more appreciated in the world, the giant landscape of wrestling. Fuck all the war we're having between this brand versus that brand, or what storylines going here, or this sucks, or she sucks, or that and all that. Fuck all that. This was storytelling.
That was pro wrestling personified in one match. And if I was to show anybody any matches this year, like if they wanted to be introduced to pro wrestling, then I would show them that match first.
Yeah.
Then immediately show them the Ospreay.
Now look at we've come. We've come this far. But yeah, like Alicia said, WWE is forced to say Japanese was a sport. But they, in Noah on this show, they blended that line of, this had that very Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, or the Undertaker, Triple H, the last end of an era type of match kind of deal. So it was like, this is the end.
Pro Wrestling Noah is what WWE was in between. They're in their ruthless aggression era right now. Okay, because All Japan got merged with Pro Wrestling Noah. One of the Three Musketeers being Great Muta, and then a lot of people don't know that a lot of the New Japan guys were Noah guys before they were New Japan guys. Sonatas, Taichis, the Mighty Don't Kneel, Zack Sabre Jr. They just. It's a bunch of them in there. So,
All right. Luchador had a question for you. Real talk, does Muta actually stay retired? Because the quote, Luke Skywalker, no one's ever really gone. Because everybody seems to always make the comeback. Shawn Michaels made a comeback when he seemed like he was damn comfortable retired.
This is not a Ric Flair situation. This is a Japanese wrestler, and Japanese wrestlers keep their words. I have not seen Jushin Thunder Liger in a ring unless he was doing some type of interview or fucking whatever.
He's around.
Well, again, though, he's not in the ring fucking doing crazy ass shit.
It's my last match. Ric Flair hanging on the bottom rope.
It's not like WWE Hall of Famer Tatsumi Fujinami in the ring. He never said he retired. Freaking Hase was in Pro Wrestling Noah. He showed up as the Mystery X-Man, and he's the fucking mayor of Japan and shit like that. So, part of the fucking politics, and he's out here wrestling in Pro Wrestling Noah. That shit blew my mind.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those things that Japanese wrestlers take lightly. They say that they're retired. They're fucking retired. They're done. They're finished. Finito. If they say it's over, it's over.
Yep. But yeah, hopefully it does end and ends gracefully. It seems like Muta's going out the right way when he has his nice tour. I think he has the tag match with Sting and Darby Allin or whatever coming up, and that's it. That is the end. I'm sure he'll get the win in that one, and then that's it. But I feel like this was his actual last match, like with Shinsuke. This felt like the last one.
This is his last one in New Japan. Yes, absolutely.
Or in Japan, yeah.
The fact that Shota Umino got the pin, got the victory, and even though it was against Bushi and whatever not, but again, Shota Umino getting the victory. You had the past, the present, the future of New Japan. New Japan's looking bright. Again, like I said, there's a certain changing of of the guard that you kind of see going on in Japan, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see it. When Okada is old as fuck, when Okada is as old as Tenzan is, when Tiger Mask #5 eventually shows up, one of them motherfuckers is gonna be Tiger Mask 5.
Well, I think we got like another 10 years of Okada left at minimum. The way people are going around like these days, Jericho's still going at 50.
Naito, fucking, you got Naito, you got Tanahashi still kicking it in there. Kenta's old as fuck. People don't realize how old Kenta is, and there's like, there's bad people there that like we see, like even if we're going to WWE, Triple H old as hell, Shawn Michaels cross-eyed and old, fucking Undertaker can't go, fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are getting old. Batista is old, Randy Orton is old, John Cena is old. Like, the changing of the guard is there.
Yeah. It was official when John Cena came out with that boss spot this Friday on SmackDown. Hey, this is old.
No, I'm not talking about it because, I have the same affliction. That's why I wear hats.
Oh, yeah, I'm bald too. Yeah. I would never criticize John going on. My advice would be let it go. But I can't give him that advice because he's a goddamn movie TV star now. But you can't just let that go because you be letting a bad go. So do what you got to do, John. On Friday, he took 0 bumps and got the biggest reaction of the night. Drew a big rating for him. John's still the man. I look forward to the rumor that he's going to fight Logan Paul at Mania. I'm down for it either way.
Nah, I think Logan's done.
Nah, he coming back. There's too much money on the table.
I think he's done. ACL tears, MCL tears, all in one match. And that was with Roman. Imagine doing it with the GOAT.
He'll be back. Those Pauls, I know one thing about the Pauls. They like money. He's back.
If these motherfucking Paul boys are in the Rumble, I'm going to be tight.
Oh, I got one of them being in there. I'd rather have them than Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, I don't ever want to see Tyson Fury again since he starts singing.
Royal Rumble, bro.
Yep. My mystery spots in the Rumble, which was
Fucking Ross the boss.
The new Paul Heyman of wrestling. It's a big motherfucker right there.
That's a big motherfucker right there. Braun Strowman, you a big motherfucker.
Can we make Rick Ross the general manager of any wrestling show? I don't care if it's Impact, AEW, WWE. Just make Rick Ross the general manager. He just comes out and just announces matches.
With the new conglomerate.
Oh. Deal with it. I can say
we're gonna make this the best wrestling promotion ever. Rich forever. MMG. Maybach music.
If I ever hear something randomly go Maybach music on a random ass episode of any wrestling show, I'm dying laughing for no reason.
Maybach music.
Maybach music. What? Why? MLG's coming up? Okay.
He's gonna make a new song just for them. It's gonna you're gonna hear Maybach music, and then it's gonna be a song. It's like, what? Oh.
I would love for Swerve and his
mogul money makers everywhere.
I would love for Swerve's new faction. I don't know if they have a name. To whenever they come out, it just says Maybach music first. Maybach music.
Mogul some shit. Mogul Industries. Mogul.
I don't know. I didn't catch the name. I missed the name. I don't know when they've been.
We're the money makers. Everyone is. They call me Rick Ross. Gotta breathe every time I talk. Oh.
I want him to be Wingstop. I just want him to be the ultimate villain, heel manager, doing all his entrepreneurial work and everything. But it feels good to be back. That kind of
F's to all our rivals. Oh my god!
I need Survivor Series team Rick Ross versus Wale scene. MLG going at it.
Mogul Butt Buddies. Oh, affiliates. Okay, there it is. Mogul affiliates.
Oh, the Lord has joined the chat. I don't know if the Lord wants to join the show, but he is down here. Do I add him? Or do I just end the show and say thank you, everybody, for coming? Oh, he's there.
I am here.
Hey, welcome back, Lord. The Lord.
The
Lord has returned.
I need to point something out.
Yes.
Dominic went to jail.
What the fucking teardrop in his
I want to say, fuck everything that's happened on all these other wrestling shows. I know I said I love Buddha and all that. I love what happened on Wrestle Kingdom. I love the matches. I loved everything. Nothing beat Dominic in jail this week with the teardrop under his eye. Talking about I saw some things.
person changes a man.
That was actually hysterical. That killed me. I'll say that, and then yesterday on NXT, when Dijak had the tape recorder, I went, who the fuck has that and why? What does he need it for? You have the camera already on him.
So I'll give a little preview to tomorrow's show. In the notes I've written, Dijak kidnaps Stacks and then uses ancient technology to
Like about Stacks, who's probably in his 20s going, hey, what's that, man? What kind of torture you about to do?
He came in there holding the tape like it was a holy grail or something, and then he put it in, and then
Clearly, Shawn Michaels wrote that segment. Oh, say.
He's gonna get a page. Beep beep. What the fuck?
You lucky I got a match or emergency. Someone get me to a payphone. I'm calling 10-10-10-321 right now.
1-800-COLLECT.
1-800-COLLECT. I now associate his gimmick as a man that's stuck in the 90s.
1-800-COLLECT, and then all of a sudden you see Stacker 2.
Stacker 2 with Stacks. Tonight is sponsored by Stacker 2.
Stacker 2.
What was the face thing? What was the face?
I enjoy about when we review retro is you get these old ads.
Yeah, Stridex. He gonna start using Stridex on your face. This these little alcohol packages. Fuck.
This match is brought to you by the JVC Kaboom Box.
What more boom? JBC Kaboom Box.
Honestly, you know what I miss the most about the 90s and those ads? I miss JR screaming Skittles, Skittles, Skittles.
No, but that only really happened in the 2000s.
Yeah, but I still miss JR. Jim Ross doing those ads were the best. I feel like he did those the best. No matter what he was saying, it was nonsense. Like, what am I talking about? 10, 10, 3, 2, 1.
Collect.
Stridex.
I remember Marcus very angrily telling me that doesn't exist anymore. He watched Retro, and then he came on very angrily and told me and Ross that does not exist anymore. And I'm tired of you two Brits taking over.
Oh man.
Oh, Dragon League will show up with scripts on NXT.
The former tag team, yeah. Look, it makes sense. It makes
scripts now taking the reins of Mandy Rose in the NXT era. That's the highest paid person on that roster. I can't wait to see him and a bunch of people wrestle, whether it's Mello and Axiom. You know, it's a bunch. Jordan Devlin.
Do you think Dragon Lee will have a run with the NXT title, or it'll be like he's just going to be in NXT for a while and then show up to the main roster during Royal Rumble time?
I think he's got maybe 2 years in NXT. Because I guess he's got to learn English or some decent form of Spanglish before he comes to the main roster.
That was Andrade's problem. He didn't know fucking English.
Yeah, but he still doesn't.
Curlish, bro.
Got enough,
Still
got enough
still his
English.
problem.
He got enough English from fucking Charlotte. That's what happened. He no, seriously, like, you know, this is not like a slight on the thing or at all, but like it's just like as soon as Andrade started fucking with Charlotte, that's when he started getting his push into the fucking main roster type stuff. I mean, Zelina was helping him, but like, you know, once he was with Charlotte and then he was like, "Oh, mommy, I," like, you know, that's when he started getting his big push.
Will he return?
I still think what's his name? Santos is a better option. Like, I think WWE are probably better off without Andrade and company. Santos is much better. You got.
He's older though.
He's a full package there though.
Yeah, he's a legacy.
Older.
He's a legacy talent because, you know, the heel, the ghost of Phasma. He is a bilingual, like good bilingual, not even bad. It's just like it's good bilingual. You know, the audience in Mexico knows him well, so that helps.
They moved on. They moved on from all these guys. They found their next Eddie Guerrero / hot Latino star, and he was in jail this week, but he gonna be out. That's Dominic Mysterio. That's how this conversation started.
I thought he was serious, Manny. I thought he was serious for a second.
I thought he was going back and leave. But no,
he was like, he's gonna say heel the Viking or some shit. No, he was like Dominic Mysterio. I was like,
Dominic Mysterio. Just wait and see. Y'all will rule the day when you guys are talking shit about Dominic.
That's how I started this week in jail. When he was conducting that email.
Manny, he spent one day in jail. If the storyline was in tweets.
Teardrop. How did he get a teardrop?
Who did he take out?
Fucking teardrop.
No, because people are comparing him to Prison Mike from The Office.
Well, he hangs around Prison Mike Finn Balor, who wears the purple do-rag.
Yeah, and so Prison Mike's famous line is, first of all, he said there was Dementors in prison, but second of all, he looks at Ryan and goes, "You would be the belle of the ball." And I think Dominic was the belle of the ball.
I can see Michael Cole sitting down and talking to him. Do you want to talk about something? It's okay. You can talk to me. I've been there. I've had height right. But you know what? That concludes this episode of the show. I mean, lots of possibilities going on in the world out there. 2023 is looking good. We gained like almost 100 subscribers in a week or whatever it was.
Well, I kept trying to push it. I pushed too hard over the Christmas week and it didn't work.
Yeah. You went hard, Manny. Every 2 seconds, I'm looking up some new short.
Yeah, the shorts.
Like less is more.
My phone was blowing up with the shorts. I was like, "Damn, who's doing this?" I was like, "Oh, okay."
Did they actually send you a notification?
Because every single time.
I have the notification set up, but they never sent me shorts notifications.
No, every time a short pops up, boom, what? Bing. Oh, new short. Gotta share it. Gotta share it. I've been trying to share everything.
Because the other idea is do it on both and put that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Son, I completely forgot about the platform of TikTok for the mid-card mess. Okay, I gotta do that.
It's too hard, man. Even the Twitter is too hard.
You don't wanna dance for the people, Manny?
Yeah, Twitter is just like yeah. I just got back on Twitter and I was just like, this is overwhelming.
Twitter's wild. Oh no.
No, I see some of the strangest thing. Like there's All Elite cringe tweets and then the WWE cringe tweets, and they are so bad. But some of them are just like, you look at them and go, "What? Why are you what made you first of all type this nonsense?"
What makes you think think that this was?
And then the nerve to press send.
Yeah, and then let it sit there and go, "Yeah,
I'm proud of this.
I'm proud of this." Talking to you, Skip Bayless.
Ryback got his name. WWE's not fighting for the Ryback name no more.
Well, that name is dead anyway. What are we saving? No one's booking Ryback.
I mean, that's his name now.
I just love when he would always put his polls up and everyone would tell him to retire, and then he'd get angry and block people.
Were you one of those people, Manny?
Yes.
Fuck the Ryback. If there's all these wrestling pundits out there and podcasters and all that, I think Ryback goes into a universal fuck Ryback. He has nothing to say on any of this.
Oh, what you didn't actually talk about was the little promo by Will Ospreay before Wrestle Kingdom. I
touched on it a little. I touched on it a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad.
I touched on it a little bit when we were talking about the match. It was amazing.
All that he was talking that hot shit. He
called him a little cunt.
Yeah.
You little cunt.
You little cunt.
You don't know what it's
like. Believe it or not, that's how I
used to sacrifice my family. I done some bad. I had to see his funeral and iPad.
I was in the cupboard like Harry fucking Paul, and that's how you gonna fucking come to me, you little cunt.
Yo, he hoping 16 hours for a flight when you did 3 hours drives.
Fucking war going out in the fucking Ukraine.
I did used to sound like Will Ospreay before I went to university. Then I got made fun of for the way I speak, and then I have this more eloquent voice.
I want Ospreay man anyway, call people fucking cunts and going to the funeral on iPads and 200
drinks. I have a couple of drinks in me. I'm calling people cunts.
All right.
That's where you get the street champion, man. He'd come out.
Well, that is the end. Now that Manny's out the street champ. We shall tune into tomorrow's show where we cover AEW Dynamite and NXT. Where
is it next week or this week? Where it's in LA.
Next week.
You going?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but then they scheduled a meeting or some shit at the exact same time, and I'm going I can't request this day off now. What the fuck?
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Anything that comes in New York, I'll just be like, can I make this? Is it early
So
enough?
I actually watched a show that I wasn't on when there was an England game on.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of prefer the name The Original Colonizer, Lord Manny. I do like that name, but I would never use it.
I don't even know what context that was in. But I remember we were just talking about you, but Original Colonizer is hilarious.
Already 2023, and we already got the best of original.
Who knew it would just be random show right turn up?
He just wanted to do that.
I kind of just wanted to spit hate at Dominic, but
Do the Dominic one next time. Have it with a teardrop.
Yeah, Manny with a teardrop on it. In a white room in a white clothing.
Oh.
This thing is Lord Manny Hayes. All right. That's it.
Us out on all of our networks, man. The Sharpshooters Network on YouTube. We'll peep them out on Fridays for Raw's Retro. You got to peep them out tomorrow. Dynamite and NXT. They're going to be covering all of that. Are we back to weekly? We're back weekly.
We're back, but
we're back
weekly.
But
holiday
Jamal,
season is over.
Jamal, when's the next Mid-Card Mess podcast coming out?
The next Mid-Card Mess podcast is actually going to be a little later on today because I'm going to record right after this.
Where can you find that?
You're going to find it on SoundCloud. You can find it on, I'm going to post some on Instagram. I'm actually also working on the Twitch. There are other episodes that's going to drop next week, long withstanding episodes. It's not going to be more of a weekly, week-to-week kind of thing because you guys are covering all that. Mine is going to be more of niche things that happen in pro wrestling.
You know when you say you guys are covering all that, you're included in this network. You guys are covering that. Well, you said it like you guys. So you've ruined my income. Like we were making
Not
money from
necessarily,
it.
no. You actually enhance the eyes and the vision and the listeners of the. I've seen a significant amount of people listening to it on SoundCloud because they recognize from this. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. So
well done, people. That's what we want to do.
Well, we can't end the show without saying goodbye, but I would like to also say good afternoon, good evening. Hey, Hulk Hogan, we enjoy a lovely cheeseburger and a small Caucasian child puke all over it. Yes.
Why some small Caucasian? I'd prefer a small little black kid,
bro.
do it.
That's messed up.
Like, and then we'd be like, yes, you got him.
BLM, Hogan, BLM. I don't care who threw up on his burger. I just hope he was about to enjoy the shit out of it too. Like, ooh, I can't wait to eat this burger. Ooh. Oh, brother.
Oh.
All right.
Stay tuned to all the content we've got coming out. I want 500 subscribers by WrestleMania. So
that sounds like a threat.
He's a threat. He's like, I want it.
I want 500
now.
We're not even that far away from it.
Do it for the Lord.
Manny got onto the press conference. I want 500 subscribers by nightfall, or else Athena's gonna die. I don't know.
Oh, this kid gets it.
Yeah.
You're my hero.
Oh my God! I love you, Ray. I love you. That big motherfucker. Because that's a big motherfucker.
That's not Mia's house.
Ever since me and you Austin Theory photo, that was Keith been stepping out.
So someone, I think it was the final boss, put the comment on the Hell in the Cell audio. That's not the Hell in the Cell. That's Keith Lee and
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that is right.
He fell through that motherfucking hole, boy.
Yeah. My God, he broke it in half. He just slipped through. I was like, damn, he did.
I saw that and I was like, I have to put the audio over it.
You know what clip I wanted though? Honestly, I agree with your clip. I wanted the King to go. That's it. He's dead. I don't know. That's my favorite part of that Mick Foley thing. Whenever he yells that, that's it. He's dead. I think it's when he falls through the cage. He says that. But
he's dead.
he's dead. That's it. He's dead. And I'll go, oh shit, he might be. All right, I'm wrapping this show up. I'm about to blow it. It's good. See you tomorrow, everybody. I'm blowing this up. I found the bomb.
Hey,
goodbye.
Hey, don't do that. I'm a veteran. Don't do that.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Well, fine. We'll just do a countdown then, awkwardly.